Well, Coach, a big road win to start MAC play last week, 45-42 over Ball State. Just kind of give me an overall takeaways from that win over the Cardinals in Muncie.
Big road win for us, beating Ball State, going 1-0 in the MAC. I've talked to our team about it, but winning in the MAC is hard. Winning on the road is even harder. And, that was a really good football team. They had a great atmosphere because of Family Day. And I was really proud of the grit and resolve that our guys played with to overcome some adversity and just play one play at a time, to keep playing well in all three phases and find a way at the end of the third quarter and in the fourth quarter when we needed it most in crunch time to make critical plays. And, for our team, that's growth, that's progress. I'm really excited about the step that they took. And I think we all forget, we start really fast, challenge the guys to come out and start fast because we did not do that against Marshall. And we did. We came out and defense got a stop. Offense goes down and scores a touchdown. Defense gets a turnover and you're up 14-0 7 minutes into the game. The reality is they're a good football team, and they're going to play one play at a time and have the mental toughness. They're well coached. Coach New does an excellent job. He knows what it takes. Those guys play hard for him, and he knows how to win games in this league. And so we knew that it was going to be a 60-minute game, and they were going to battle back. And that's what it is in the MAC. Every single week you have to be at your best and bring your best, and you can't let people tell you that it's going to be an easy game or it should be an easy win or you could have should. Like these games in the MAC, we all understand are hard, and so really proud of that. That has not happened other than Central Michigan game last year, the ability to overcome and win the fourth quarter. I just want to give our strength staff a shout out, Coach G2, Kyle Murray, KJ Redmond, and our nutritionist Katie Rowland. The way we train and our off-season program has helped prepare us so that we're at our best when our best is required in the fourth quarter. And I thought that showed up. And, I think that goes a little bit unnoticed, but just the work that they put in and really looking at what we did last year and what our players needed and our team needed in this offseason program to help us once we got to games. They did an excellent job. They challenged our guys this summer in the fourth quarter program, and we were really playing at our best there in the fourth quarter. And, Katie Rowland does a great job making sure our guys are hydrated and making sure that they have all the nutritional needs. And it was a hot, warm game on Saturday. We didn't have anybody cramping except for me, and so, it was a good day that way. And so we're excited to come back home in front of Waldo, in front of our fans, family, friends. We have the best atmosphere in the MAC. I love home games because our guys show up and show out. And, the student section right behind our bench helps create that energy, creates a competitive advantage when they're loud and noisy. And, I just want to give them a shout out because we'll need them on Saturday. I know it's going to be a great day here. We're going to play a really good football team. The Akron Zips, Coach Joe Moorhead, really, really good offensive coach and good football coach. A great human being too. I appreciate how he handles business and the impact that he makes on young men. And he's done a great job. They're always disciplined. They're going to put you in conflict on both sides of the ball. We're going to have to stay disciplined. Their quarterback is playing at a really high level. They've got the running back has done a really great job from Michigan State, and then their boundary receiver is one of the top in MAC. I think he's averaging 18.6 yards per catch. So he is explosive, he's dynamic, and so that's one thing that we have to do a better job of is helping limit those explosive plays and explosive touchdowns. And so for us to get a win but still have a lot of things to grow and develop and get better at, I think is exciting, and we'll have to bring our best this week and ready for this week.
Your offense scored 45 points, but not only that, you did it so efficiently. Hayden was very efficient. The ground game was really working. It seemed like guys were clicking on all cylinders like you really hadn't until that point on Saturday.
Yeah. I thought offensively we continue to grow and just get better and be balanced, be efficient, maximize our possessions. And when you are built the way that we are to, we want to win, with our front, right? We know, you guys know I say this every week, I believe in ground and pound, but we also have to make those, plays in the pass game to stay balanced and, put the defense in conflict and not get one-dimensional. But when you're built that way, to score that many points, against, a good team, in a road environment. I think it shows you how efficient Hayden's been. So proud of him. He was named MAC Offensive Player of the Week, and the leadership that he brings every single day is really fueling our offense and helping make those around him better. He is a great teammate. He's a great leader. And to go 26 of 29 is hard to do on air, let alone in a game with other defenders out there. But I think it's just he's the point guard, and he just distributes the ball to the playmakers, and he lets the coverage dictate where the ball goes. He reads and reacts. He doesn't, predetermine it, try to force the ball. He takes care of the football, which is awesome. I think that's what, he was so frustrated about in the Marshall game because he prides himself on those things. And I can't thank him enough for what he's doing in our offense. And, I think when he plays at a really high level and we can run the ball the way that we do, we can put some defenses in conflict.
Staying on Hayden, Coach, does he have a little bit of leeway to go up to the line of scrimmage and maybe change something, or does that come from the sideline?
He's got several checks in each game plan that he has the freedom, whether it's based on look, whether it's based on number count, whether it's a 2-play call in the huddle where he can kill to 1 based on the look. He's done that a bunch this year. He helps get you out of bad plays and into the right look, and that was something that we had not done here, previously before Coach Bell got here. And he's smart enough to understand it. He can see the looks and diagnose it, and then get it communicated out. And having been the run game coordinator and just coordinate, it's especially in the run game, you got to be right. And if you're running into the 3 technique or the down safety, whatever the criteria is, it makes it tough, because you have to be perfect, and you got to get everybody blocked. And so to be able to get out of some of those bad looks and get us to the right, either side, play, it really helps us stay efficient. He's done a really, really, really good job of that, and we'll continue to put more on his plate because I think he enjoys doing that, and it helps us be more balanced. And as a coordinator, it allows you the ability to also be right and not have to make the perfect call.
I looked at your statistics today, Coach. Talk about balance. I don't think you can be more balanced than rushing for 181 yards a game and passing for 181 yards a game going into week 6. That's pretty balanced. Really balanced.
No, we've talked about that, and that was where last year we became one-dimensional at times, just running the football, and so just to be able to do that in the run game and pass game really helps give other things for the defense to prepare for. But we've got really good playmakers on the perimeter. I've been really proud of Kenny Womack, Sam Bucci. Malik had his first touchdown. Blake Bosma has played his tail off in the run game and pass game, and that's where again Hayden does such a great job because he targets different guys. As we know, quarterbacks have their favorites, and some of those guys predetermine, and I'm going to force the ball to my top guy, whether the coverage dictates or not. He doesn't do that. He takes the ball where it needs to be, and so everybody is involved, and that helps on the perimeter. They do a great job in the run game. We talk about the O-line, but some of the unsung heroes, we've talked about the running backs a bunch, but some of the unsung heroes are the tight ends, what they're doing in the run game, the physicality, and then receivers blocking downfield. That's what creates those explosive touchdowns in the run game. And Jaden Speed, but both of those have been great. So really proud of just what we're doing offensively. Defensively, I thought we did a really nice job takeaways, creating some of those havoc plays. Mason Nelson played in the backfield all night long. I thought he really showed up in a positive way, making some of those havoc TFLs or sacks, which was great to see. Getting Corey Walker back was excellent. I think he's 4th in the MAC with 3 sacks, and he missed a game due to injury. He was on a pitch count in the Ball State game, so he has been really productive when he's been in there. So it was an added boost to get Corey Walker back defensively and Jaylen Buckley back offensively. I thought Buckley did a really great job. He was also on a limited pitch count just as we continue to work him back in, not giving him too much too early. And but I thought he did a really nice job. And I think both of those guys will tell you, game action is different, and there were some plays that, they got to knock some rust off and continue to get better, and that's the exciting part about that. But the takeaways on defense, when we needed them most in the fourth quarter was huge and really helped get us the momentum back. We scored 17 unanswered points after we lose the lead. We go up. especially in the MAC. It's like basketball. It's a game of runs and momentum. And you can't get high when things are good, and you can't get low when things aren't going great. You just have to play the next play, and every play is critical, whether it's offense, defense, or special teams. And we've got to consistently do that more throughout the game, but I thought we started fast. We came out and started fast in the third quarter, and then we finished strong in the fourth quarter with the 2 turnovers, 17 unanswered points. And, you know, I told our guys before we went out for the onside, our hands team, I said, we practice this every single week. You guys are prepared for this moment. Let's be confident and go execute. Sam Bucci did a great job. You know, I probably lost 4 to 5 years on my life, you know, just the stress, but I knew he was going to make the catch. He does it every day in practice.
Yeah. Coach, you got Jaylen Buckley back in the lineup and got him some snaps, got him some carries. How did he come out of that game?
Yeah, I thought he played really well. I think he had 11 or 12 carries, right? He was on a limited pitch count, 21 plays, I believe. And so I thought he ran the ball really hard and decisive at times. He had the one outside zone where he tries to make a cut and kind of slips, and I think that's getting your footing back, the game speed, it happening much quicker than anything you can simulate, especially when you've been out and not even practicing much the last several weeks. And so I think he is only going to continue to get better as he continues to play. The health, he came out of the game healthy, no issues, no setbacks, which was exciting, and we'll continue to ramp him up. And I think what our running back room is doing in general right now, really proud of that group. They have taken turns making big plays. I mean, when you talk about our top 3 guys, Jaden Nixon, I think he's first in the MAC in all-purpose yards. We don't talk about his all-purpose yards a ton, but he's leading the MAC in all-purpose yards. So he's affecting the game not only as a running back, but as a returner, and effective with the ball in his hands. Getting Jaylen Buckley back is going to be huge. And then, Oldie has played really well for us, and he's just steady at it, man. I'm so proud of him, what he's done. You can see the growth in his game. He's always been consistent, and exactly whatever you ask him to do, that's exactly what he's going to do. And you love teammates like that. You love players like that, and that's why his teammates love him. But he's had some great production for us this year, which has been exciting to see. And I think they take their turns going in and owning their role.
Luc Zurak's been a big plus for you. You picked him up out of the transfer portal, graduate transfer, and you needed him when your kicker went out. He missed his first field goal, but he's made everything since, Coach. He seems to be doing a good job.
Luc has done an excellent job for us. We, signed him, transfer from Butler. One of the things that I loved about him on tape, and even when we brought him on a visit, he's cool as ice. Calm, never gets too high, doesn't get emotional. And you saw that as he made some game-winning kicks there at Butler, because when the pressure rises, it's different. And it's hard to simulate that in practice. And I think that's where, the great ones can calm and steady their nerves. They can focus on their process and trust their process just to do their job, and they don't try to do too much. And, I thought he's done a really nice job for us, huge field goal there at the end, 39-40-yarder that really was the difference in the game and put us up 2 scores, which is really big. And I trusted him to go out there and make those. And like you said, after the very first one of the year, he's made all the other ones, and he's made some big kicks. And we got to continue to. He's got to do a better job on kickoffs, making sure the placement and hang time. So our coverage, we've got to get our coverage issues on kickoff fixed. One of the things that I thought showed up this game that has not, we've given up 3 kickoff return touchdowns. And one of the things that showed up this week that had not was just effort. Those are non-negotiables for me. So, it's my job to get that corrected, and, we're making sure that we got the right guys in the right spots, and that we're playing our hair on fire, because now when you put that on tape, you're going to continue to get tested each week, and, I think we'll be better as we move forward, and, get the ball down, but it takes all 11 to execute that play.
Watching Luc in practice and before games, it looks like he's got range from 50, maybe beyond 50.
He does. he does have, excellent range. I think he's got a bigger leg than maybe people think, or off the hoof, as you watch him. But you're exactly right. He's got the ability to extend that, further. He's at a couple of 40-yarders, a couple of 44, 43-yarders. And so we could test that range at the end of a half or in critical situation. And I would trust him to go out there and do it. And I think he would do it at a really high level.
Coach, hard to believe at this point of the season you've only played one home game, but you get to go back to Waldo this Saturday. Should be a beautiful day. Got the tailgate concert. I'm sure the guys are amped up to get in front of the home fans one more time.
Yeah, our guys are excited to come back home. You mentioned in our first 5 games we've been on the road 4 of them. Had some night games, some long travel trips. That wears on you emotionally, as we all know. Traveling, takes it out of you, and playing on the road takes it out of you. And so we will be energized by our crowd and being back home to, one of our goals in this season, and that's where it's exciting. We've only played one MAC game. All of our goals are still on the table. We always know we want to compete for a MAC championship. We want to be undefeated at home. We want to get bowl eligible. And so, that quest continues this week to be back at home and take care of home turf, protect our house, protect Waldo, and make sure that we feed off of the energy and excitement to play in front of our family and friends. But, it's a big weekend on campus, a lot of special things going on. When you talk about the other sports that are playing, men's and women's soccer, volleyball, hockey's got its home opener this weekend. So a lot of exciting things, a lot of special things going on. There's a lot of great coaches in this athletic department that are doing it at a high level. And I'm trying to take notes from them. And so Coach First and those guys will get it rocking there. I am an honorary Lawson lunatic, so got my shirt. I'll be there supporting.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Good luck on Saturday.
Thanks, to go Broncos.